The CEO of NVIDIA, he's advising people that they don't need to learn how to code anymore. Would you agree with that?
I would not agree with that in the slightest. People need to learn how to use AI tools to help them code. One thing I love to tell people is software engineering is the art of solving users' problems, sometimes by writing code. There's this thing going around recently about this idea of like a ghost software engineer who only spends 10% of their time writing code because someone did some analysis and found there are people who only spend 10% of the time writing
Oh,
code.
yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're spending the 90% of the time slacking off. They are solving problems. It's a lot of what we build is due to collaboration, understanding our users, and knowing what code to write. It's like the old joke about the guy whose big machine in a factory suddenly stops working, and they bring in this expert, and it's this really old guy comes in, and he spends a few minutes wandering around, just listening, gets a hammer out, smacks the machine, drops a bill for $1,000 and walks out. The guy who runs the factory phones the guy up, says, look, I'm not paying you $1,000 to hit it with a hammer. I want a better bill for this. New bill comes through. Hitting machine with hammer, $10. Knowing exactly where to hit the machine with the hammer, $990.
Right.
I love this because this does sum up a lot about good software engineering. It's not about the lines of code you write. It's knowing what lines of code, why you need to write it. Now, if you're just banging out some very basic line of business apps that someone's using internally, maybe you can get away with not deeply understanding your user. But if you're building a consumer-facing product, you need to understand your user. You need to have empathy with the person using your system. And AI does not have this. You need to understand the real problem you're trying to solve. Yes, you can get a product person saying, we need a button that does this, but do you actually understand exactly what you're trying to solve? Because you could build what someone tells you to build, and that may not actually align with the problem. A number of times I've had conversations with users where they said, I want a button that does this. No, you don't. What exactly do you want? Well, this. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just make it happen automatically for that. I didn't think of that. Right. So I could have gone straight into the code and maybe got an AI to write a button that does this, or I could sit down with you for half an hour. I could understand your business problem, and then I could do the right thing in the code. And that is what AI cannot do. If I'm doing a website and I need an about page, oh, hell yes, get an AI to do it. If I'm doing a line of business app and I need a simple form, let the AI do that. But if I'm actually trying to solve problems, there are problems that AI cannot solve that only I can solve or only the other engineers on the team can solve. And for that, I still need to know how to write code. I need to know how to build things. So I think that's a very misguided quote by Jensen, if that's what he said. Yeah, I get, obviously, he is from NVIDIA. They make money by selling AI hardware. Totally understand that. And yeah, he is going to be very bullish on AI. Of course he is. But I think it's a short-sighted view to say that engineers are going away because we build the humanity into software. We build what works well with people. We build those experiences. And that deep understanding of the user is not something an AI can really do.